Prepare for FIFA 17 by loading up on FIFA points ready at ufifa.com using the code TVM at checkout. You can also get coins for FIFA 16 over there as well, so you can build the squad you never got a chance to throughout the year. Link down below. Go check them out. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to the Valencia career mode. We are away from home in our first game against Sevilla, a side doing pretty well in the league so far, only a couple of places behind ourselves. So as we go into the first game, I just want to point out that by the end of this episode we will actually be in January, so get suggesting for some players that I can go out and buy in January, because we need quite a few things. First few minutes within this game, let's say first few minutes, 38th minute, what a strike that is into the roof of the net to make it 1-0. And then, horror of horrors, our captain, I believe, no, he's not our captain, but Zuma goes down injured and he is out for about 2 months. So we are down to our final centre-back pairing of Abdenor and Santos, two of which I'm not a massive fan of. Abdenor's okay, don't mind him too much, but Santos, not a huge fan. So we are going to need to go into the January window and pick ourselves up a centre-back. Question is who? Find out at the end of the episode how much money we actually have to spend, though. So we come up against Barcelona in our second game of the episode. They're top of the league and clear by quite a few points, actually, but 6 or 7 points already. Neymar gets in and squeezes one into the near side of Tim Krul's post. 5th minute in, and we really are starting things on the back foot here. 45 minutes in. We have got a chance just before the interval for a free kick, and Bravo makes a great save down to his near side. And then Felipe Anderson, with a lovely turn of foot there, plays the ball into Verratti. Verratti plays it into Lacazette. Great turn of his man and shoots into the far corner to make it 1-1. But unfortunately, despite the over-exuberant celebrations, it was short-lived, because remember, this is Barcelona. They ticky-tackied me to death, and then Iniesta put the ball in the back of the net. Good night, Irene. 2-1 away from at home, and they've got another 3 points to just throw on the pile, I guess, because they're just steamrolling ahead in the league at the moment. I read the comment section of the last episode. A lot of you were happy that the career mode is still going, which is very awesome news, because obviously the views on these career modes don't do very well at all. But at the moment, I'm not too concerned about the views. It's just doing something I enjoy doing toward the back end of this FIFA, ready for FIFA 17. So a lot of you still enjoying it, and that's awesome sauce. Another comment was that I should not be simming games. Not because they don't want me to and they want to see all the gameplay, but because I'm likely to lose, because the game favours the opposition when you sim a game. And then someone underneath said only the away side. So I've simmed a few games in the middle, a few games that I would normally have simmed anyway. We drew 1-1 against lower opposition Gymnastique, even though we were 2-0 up in the first leg, so we do actually go through 3-1. Then we play Eibar, side who are pretty much rooted to the bottom of the league at this stage, and we're away from home. So the theory is that when you're away from home, the game favours the home side. So we'll see exactly. Oh, there we go. So Baston makes it 1-0. This is pretty much my strongest side as well. Obviously, Santos is in there instead of Zuma, but apart from that, that is more or less the strongest side I could muster. And then Hajrovic makes it 2-0, but Lacazette steals a penalty back to make it 2-1. Then we come up against Getafe, slightly better opponents than Eibar, but they have lost a couple of games recently. But to be fair, they were against Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, so you can maybe let them off there. So they are slightly better caliber of opponent. And in the first 18 minutes, Lacazette puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0. Can we hang on for a victory, or maybe even go forth and score more goals? Yes, Lyon with his arguably, I think, his second goal for the club. I'm not quite sure whether it's his second or third, but definitely scored a goal, so that's cool beans. And 10 minutes left on the clock. Can we hold out for a victory? Yes, we can. Does that prove it? No, but it does give you some strong indication as to maybe the rumours of away simulation not being the way forward. So you will not see me simulate an away game from now on, unless it's the second leg of a cup and we're up by 4 goals or something from the first leg. So we come against Villarreal away from home. I wouldn't normally have simmed this game anyway. Villarreal are a side that are in the top 3, I think, at the moment. You just saw the league table then. Great save from their goalkeeper. Second half pressing continue with a ball up and over the top to Lacazette, who's looking to maybe play the ball into the middle. Lovely dink, and look at that for a hit from Feghouli, staking a claim to first team football because he's currently on the transfer list and second choice behind Rodrigo. But that effort right there really did make me stand up and take notice. And I'm looking at that now thinking, does he actually deserve a first team place? Felipe Anderson with a free kick, his first chance to score for the season pretty much. I think he scored a goal all season, and he manages to make it 2-0, doubling our lead in the 77th minute. Great free kick, look at the bend around the wall. Goalkeeper's getting absolutely nowhere near that. He tried, bless him, but he wasn't getting anywhere near it. Great finish from the Brazilian. We went to the final 4 or 5 minutes, and it was relentless pressure. As soon as we scored that free kick, I could not get them off me. And then Denis Suarez, the new Barcelona man, of course, puts that in to make it 2-1. But we did run out 2-1 winners. That is the side going into our final game of the episode. Not an awful lot I can do in the defence. Zuma actually is back. He said he was fit to play like 2 days ago, but he really wasn't. Obviously, there's not that many games in November and December in La Liga, so I say he was out for 2 months. I think it was more like a month and a bit, but obviously that went really, really quickly. So he's back now. Not that it makes a blind bit of difference, because Real Madrid are Real Madrid, and we've already gone a goal down. And then Gareth Bale just starts tearing it up. He really did. Look at that for brilliant dribbling from the Welshman. That's exactly why we got to the semi-finals. Look at that, excellent football, and then a great save from Tim Krul to his right-hand side. Second half, 53 minutes in, Lacazette plays a beautiful ball into Meyer, who I don't think has got on the score sheet either for Valencia this season, but he's managed to score to make it 1-1. And then Felipe Anderson picks up the ball here on the left-hand side. He goes round one, manages to dance around Carvajal, get the ball down the left-hand side. This is just sheer tenacity at this point. Gets into the area, loses the ball, runs around the outside, manages to get to it. And I honestly thought that could have been a penalty there. Carvajal gave it away, but apparently fair play, and the game goes on. And then Real Madrid turn into Barcelona 2.0. Ronaldo plays a nice little ball in to Toni Kroos, who finishes off a great passing move for Real Madrid. I can't really do anything against that. And then they just turn into him again. 85 minutes. It's already 2-1. The game is pretty much done at this point. Gareth Bale mugging me off there down the right hand side, and he finishes it himself. Mane style against Arsenal. Very good goal. The Mane one, not the Bale one. The Bale one. I'm joking. 3-1 at home. We lose to Real Madrid. I wasn't expecting to win that game, to be fair. Real Madrid go second, 4 points behind Barcelona, but Barcelona have that game in hand. We slip down into fourth, having played 18. We're not doing too badly. But here comes the January window. We have an offer already on the table for Villalba. I've been training this guy behind the scenes. He's gone up to a 67 rated. He's very close to being 68. We've had an offer for Dramstad that I'm going to accept for 1.3 million. I think that's fair. Never going to use him. And that is the war chest going into January. I asked in the last episode, should I do the financial takeover now or in the summer, or not do it at all? And the majority said, yeah, do it in January. Come on, let's just get some money on the go and just sign some great players, and let's just have a really fun window. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I've listed Al Sommer on the transfer list. I've also listed Negredo as someone that we couldn't list because he recently joined us when I took over the club. And we've listed a few other people as well. Faguli is still on the list. In fact, the majority of the old players are on the list. Abdenor included, Santos included. So we're going to see if we can sell the majority and then go out and basically fill in the gaps. We need, in my opinion, we need a world-class centre-back. I'm not talking one for the future. Zuma was a good player, but I think he'll only really get better in time. Something that I don't have an awful lot of, because there's only really 2 weeks left of this career mode before we just knock it on the head and FIFA 17 content starts. So with that in mind, we need players who are going to be great now. So if you can name any centre-back in the world, I don't care who it is, they need to be at least 84 rated or above. Who would it be and why? Let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, give me suggestions for other players if you have them as well. If you've enjoyed this episode of the Valencia Career Mode, do me a favour and smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have done so. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, till the next time, goodbye.